This video contains footage and discussion about Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, which is rated M for mature by the ESRB. The content of this game could be considered disturbing, so please keep this in mind before watching. Wolfenstein. By this point, you've at least heard of it. The franchise had its humble beginnings on the Apple II, which was followed up with id Software's Wolfenstein 3D, and that deserves its own video. For now, let's just say that the entire first-person shooter genre owes so much to Wolfenstein 3D. This Museum Mini will not be focusing on Wolfenstein 3D, but instead the gameplay of the newest entry in the franchise, Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus. The Wolfenstein series has been out of id Software's hands for quite a while now, with id Software giving the rights to Machine Games. I feel that it's worth noting that both id and Machine Games fall under the Bethesda ZeniMax umbrella. Do with that information what you will. Anyway, let's get to the game. Wolfenstein 2 is the direct sequel to Machine Games' 2014 soft reboot of the series, Wolfenstein: The New Order. In The New Order, you control U.S. Special Forces Captain William B.J. Blazkowicz during World War II. However, things take a shift from our reality when B.J. finds himself in a coma for 14 years, during which the Nazi Party wins the war. As the Nazis rule over the world, Blazkowicz and a group of rebels team up to take down the Nazis. In Wolfenstein 2, which I'll refer to as Wolf 2 from this point on, Blazkowicz continues his journey to take down the Nazis during a very different Nazi-occupied 1960s America. So let's get to the gameplay. Wolf 2 is a first-person shooter through and through, particularly a blend of classic and modern FPS. The game throws plenty of enemies at you, enough to keep you busy pretty much all the time, and although stealth is kind of an option, this isn't Metal Gear Solid or anything. There's no regenerating health or shield, which means those will have to be replenished by picking up health packs and armor yourself. The game features a dual-wield system, which in this case means you can mix and match any two guns you like, and guns you have, with Blazkowicz carrying everything from pistols to shotguns to experimental laser weapons, all of which are sporting alternate fire modes and additional modifications. Along with this, you can directly melee enemies or throw hatchets, giving you the opportunity to take out an enemy from a distance without firing a gun. Needless to say, the game gives you plenty of options regarding how you take out the various Nazi soldiers. The game also gives you an option to use the Nazis' devious alternate history machinery against them. Blazkowicz is, at a later point in the story, outfitted with highly advanced contraptions that allow him to ram through walls, walk on stilts, and crawl through extremely tight spaces with ease. The gameplay is quick and responsive, but the difficulty can be a bit much, even on lower difficulty levels, especially in areas such as the courthouse, where you're forced to find your weapons while hordes of Nazi soldiers come after you. I'm not against difficult areas in first-person shooters, but there were times that the game felt a little unbalanced. Otherwise, the gameplay feels really great. You're definitely not tearing through enemies like butter, unlike other FPSs with the id Software origins, which isn't a bad thing at all. It's simply a more strategic FPS, and I firmly believe that both styles of gameplay have their place. So if you're looking for a great first-person shooter with a compelling alternate history storyline, consider giving Wolf 2 a shot.